Good morning and welcome to Data Center. In our previous class, we considered exploratory data analysis and we were able to perform the following operations. We imported a data set, checked for missing rows, duplicates, the replacement tool, and we also use a heat map to show our missing row. Okay. We also use a heat map to check for duplicates, and of which we noticed that there was none. So we are making progress. We use different operations. We selected certain columns, and we use the aggregation functions. Okay, and then we are able to have a result. Look at it. So we also perform okay the case percentage frequency counts. All right, so we will continue from here, and today we'll be looking at exploratory data analysis 2. Okay, so today we'll be looking at exploratory data analysis 2. That's what we'll be checking today. So I'll be copying this code, then we come here and go for new, Python 3. Okay, all right, so let's paste the code we copied from our previous code. Okay, now basically today we will be checking for using visualization for our exploratory. Okay, using visualization for exploratory data. So I'm going to name this data exploration using visualization. Okay, using this today. So this already filled every missing row for us. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing is we making reference to the visualization library that will be giving us a result. So I'll be using the Seaborn for now. Let's see as sn dot barplot. All right, then let's the x-axis. I have to list what we want in our x-axis. Okay, so let's check this. Let's come back and check what we have in our data sets. All right, we have the price. We have what again? What do we have here? Availability. Okay, so can we just pick price and let's pick price and minimum night. Would that be okay? Right? Yes, assume where we have minimum night, minimum night. Let's want to check to be sure. Is that minimum? Minimum night. All right, correct. Okay, that is what we said is going to be. We're going to have on our x-axis and comma, then y. Let's indicate what we want on our y-axis. We want price to ensure that the price is small letter, okay, because it must be as it is in our data set, okay. Then we then show from where we're making reference to this. That is the data is in listing, right? Listing, all right. Listing. Okay. Yes, then First, now we'll be using the Matplotlib to show this plt dot show. That is the method we're going to use. Okay, so you're using plt to show. Let's run and see. Okay, we have an error. It said name SN is not defined. Yes, how do we, okay, our Seaborn is SNS. Alright, let's quickly correct this. SNS. Let's run again. Okay, we've corrected the SNS and we still have this. Let's read this code. Okay, we have passed this listing to DF, so it's going to be DF. Okay, the data, a variable that owns it, is now DF. So let's check this and I should go. Bravo. Now you can see we have our chart now. We have a price here on the y-axis, and then we have the minimum nights on the x-axis. Okay, now let me add a code to this. Barplots. Okay, now I will also want to use another one. If you look at the chart, it seems as if it's very small. Okay, so what that one can be, it can be extended. When we get to the advanced visualization, we'll specify the how we want our bar, the spacing between them to look like. Okay, now I want to go ahead, but this point I want to remove the confidence interval. Okay, I believe you are following too. So at this point, you are going to declare confidence interval as CI. Okay, so come here, comma, CI is equals to false. Okay, so PLT show. Alright, that's what I'm seeing. Bravo. Right, you can see if you look at this, you see that it looks brighter here compared to this. You can see. However, on this chart, you can see that it looks brighter. We have removed the confidence interval. Okay. Now the next thing, I would love to also go ahead to use other charts, okay, such as the histogram. This is bar chart histogram. Okay, so let's copy this. Let's copy. All right, so copied, then paste, Control V. Okay. Using histogram. Okay. Now we are going to then work on this. Is going to be, we're not going to use the SNS, that is the Seaborn at this point. We are going to use the Matplotlib. Okay, plt dot east. Okay, east. Then we now uh, give a condition on our histogram here. At this point, the data we're making reference to is DF. Okay, and we are making reference to price. I want to put a price on the histogram. histogram. Okay. Then we list go ahead plt dot s label. Then open our brackets. Then we have this price. Open this, type in US US dollars. Okay. Then let's click on show. See how it goes. Okay, let's give a space here. Okay, let's run. Let's see. Alright. Wow. You can see this is price in dollar. You can see the S label we said price in dollar. Okay, we can also let's assume that we want to check for now we're using the visuals to look for to check. Let's assume we want to use what was even what we use there? Minimum night. Okay, let's assume we're using minimum night. Copy, Control C, and then we paste here. Okay, yes, we can work here. Okay, minimum nights. Can we run this now? Wow, so we have this. Okay, yes, we are making progress. We've used barplot. We use barplot using the Seaborn, and then we've also used histogram. Okay, now I want us to perform certain operation again using the histogram as well. Okay, using the histogram. Okay, so let's copy this. I want to show us some things. Okay, copy this. Then, all right, we have this. Let's assume I'm using price here. Price. For this time around, I want to give the arrangement, the scale. Okay, so to do that, we use bin. Okay, is equals to np. That is what we use for our numpy. Dot arrange. Since you arrange a chart for us, okay, using this order 0 1 1 0 0, then 40. Then we can work on this price. Okay, can we run this now? Wow, we have an issue here. So let's read where is the issue coming from. Instead, I said module numpy has no attributes. Arrange. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this is it. Let's remove one of the R. Let's give it a try again. This one. Bravo. So no error again. So you see, it has. So I used the normal English that you are aware of, arrange, but NumPy does not recognize it. Rather, the arrange is single. Okay, and you can see the arrangements now. 0, 1001, yeah, 4000, 0, 1000. Okay, all right, price in US dollars. Okay, okay. The next one is I'll be using scatterplot. Okay, so we're going to edit this. We're going to edit this now. So we'll start from here. PLT scatter. Then PLT scatter. Then we declare our x is equals to df, also df. Then we give what are the variable we're making reference to. Price. Okay, price. Then comma here. Then we have y is equals to df. And what do we have? Let me paste this. Okay, do I have Ctrl Z? Okay, minimum nights. Okay, okay. Is using correct this using scatterplot. Okay. Then the next thing we're doing is to declare a label. Is PLT as label. So it should be price. Then we're going to do for y too. PLT dot y label is minimum night. That is the label there. Okay, so can we run it now and see? Bravo. Okay, you see we now have it. We have minimum night here. We have price in US dollars. Okay, then we have your scatter plots. Okay, and we've done this. So to reduce the value on x-axis, we can use the x-lim. So let's copy this so we can do that very first. Correct this. Scatter plot. Okay. Okay, so let's use the xlim. So here we have plt dot xlim. We open our bracket 0 0 0. Then we can run now. Well, we have this now, right? Let's check. Okay, so we've limited it to this 1000. Now let's check the other one. I have it up to 10,000. Now it's just 1000. You see, we've reduced it. Okay, so add this to it using value um, x axis. Next thing I want to show is how do we reduce the size, the space, okay, in between your dots, your points in your scatter plots. Okay, that's what I want to show us. How do we do that? Reducing the size of the points in scatter plots. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just the same approach, but at the y-axis here. So you're going to have comma here, and then we're writing x is equals to 5. Okay, so let's run it and see. Okay, you can see we've reduced the size of our point. Do you see it? They are very small now. Okay, let's check and make let's increase this to 20 and see. Okay, this is 20. Let's make this 100 and see. You can see the points. Yeah, them big. Do you see it? Okay, let's make this 50. Okay, you can see. So that is how to reduce this size. Okay, and it's known as x. Okay, so that is how you build that. We've used the PLT, that is Matplotlib library for scatter plots. However, for if you want to use the Seaborn library, you can also use it as well for your scatter plot. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Okay, this point is I want to use the Seaborn library. Okay, so we are not going to use the let's go. Where is it? So here we come, and then we work on this. Okay, we have this. We'll come to the line of our scatter plot. This, and you change this to SNS dot. So for Seaborn library, the library we'll be using for scatter plot is jointplot. Joint plot. Okay. Then we now specify what we want. Okay. Uh, this we're gonna have this. Let's remove this now. Okay, then this we are gonna have here df. Okay, let's remove these. Let's run this and see. Okay, we have our results now. Look at it. Okay, this is using the Seaborn library. Now, if you want to use a Seaborn library, you can also use it for the diff plot. You can use it for barplot. Okay, you can use it for barplot and then other ones. So before we go today, we are going to also see if we can get that done. All right, so we're going to copy our code. Let's copy and try for this plot. All right, now what we want to do is using Seaborn library for these plots. All right, so can we proceed? We're going to have our library here. What is it? SNS dot, instead of joint plot, it's going to be this plot. This plot, okay? Then we now list what do we want, okay? So we're going to have a df and this, okay? Let's close this here now. Okay, then we can specify the bin. Okay, we then have a comma bins. If you remember, we used these bins to specify your time. Np dot arrange. Okay, then open a method. We have then 0 1100 then 50 here. Okay, I guess we can show. Click on run now. Bravo. Now you see when we did for lists, see this make more sense than when we did the other one. Okay, you can see we did not just have a single bar, we have the bar across. If you compared it with, let's go up now and see before our scatter plot. Look at this. This is histogram, this is bar plot. You can see this is bar plot too. You can see it's, all these are bar plots. But I feel this one is more better. Okay, you can see the price across. At 0 is this, at 200 we have this, at 400 we have this, 600 it was depreciating going down. Okay, now we've used this plot to show our price. The next thing we'll also be checking is using barplot. Okay, using barplot. So let's copy the user. Okay, so let's paste. Now what we want to do is this. Okay, we have SNS dots. I want to set the style. Dot set style to white grid. Okay, white grid. White grid. And then we're going to have here AX is equals to SNS dot no longer this plot, we're using bar plot, and then we then list what we want. Okay, so I'm going to remove this for now. All right, so here X is equals to price. You have Y is equals to minimum night, comma data from DF, comma then want to include estimator this time around, equals to len. Okay, and then let's run now. Taking time to have a result. All right, I'm going to correct this. I'll remove this now and let's run it. See. All right, we then have our results. But you notice we are not seeing our bar. Okay, so what I would love to do is I want to remove this grid line. Okay, I'll move this grid line and run again. Well, we're still having the same thing. Okay, I'm going to remove the estimator now. Before then, I want to return back the white grid. And let's run. Bravo! Now you can see immediately we remove the estimator. We have this. Okay. This for our bar. Okay. Now finally we'll be working on box plots. This is not let me correct this. This is box plots. Okay, this is box plots. Now we're moving on to bar. Sorry, this is bar plots. I said bar plots. Okay. Now moving on to box plots. Okay. Just copy the other code. Then we change this to boxplot, and then we run to see. Correct. For boxplot, okay. Bravo. Look at the plot. We have these. Okay, you can see. So the boxplot. Let's see if we can add x to it. 50. So it doesn't recognize it. Okay. All right. We successfully use the Seaborn library for different charts. Okay, for box plot, for barplot, for scatterplot, and the likes. So now we are going to use countplot using the Matplot library. It was another site when we are starting. So I would love to also show us that before we proceed. Okay, so I've copied the other code, so I'm going to paste here. Okay, I'm going to paste. Then okay, so we're also using the C1 here. I'm going to use the count plot. Let's see how this will work. Okay, you see, saying you can't add two arguments together, right? Yeah, it cannot pass value of both. Yes. So I'll remove one of them, remove the y and use the x. Alright, let's run and see. Alright, we have this. It's just blank, so I would love to change this column. Instead of using for price, let's look for this host name. Okay, that's what we have here. Host name, okay. So let's run this and see. Alright, you can see I changed that to neighborhood group. So this is count group, neighborhood group. So I use count plot. As you can see, we have Manhattan, we have Brooklyn, we have Queens, we have Staten Island, we have Ronza cities that we have. Okay, you can see we have Aya for Manhattan, and we have Brooklyn followed. We have Queens, we have look at this followed before Island. Okay, now we have used these. At least you can use count plots. Okay, this is for string item, right? So it's easier to see. We have a string item. You can use this. Okay. When using posts aside here, I wasn't getting, weren't getting host name, weren't getting the rating. I guess they were much. Okay. So neighborhood group, then neighborhood. Okay. Name. These are string. Okay, let's try this then. Name. His name. Right. So we had issue with the name, so we had to now put our neighbor since it was taking time to respond. So I have a result for neighborhood using count plot. So you can use any of these method to perform exploratory data analysis on visuals of your data set. Okay, so we're stopping here. The next class will also look at group using grouping. Okay, if you have not subscribed, please do have to subscribe. Invite others to follow as well. Let me rename these here. Data exploratory using visualization. All right, thank you for listening.